old are your kids?
Third grade and seventh grade. So my seventh grader is kind of like too cool for me. But sometimes he hears songs on the internet and he'll be like, I heard this really cool song. He was singing Aerosmith the other day. And he was like, no, it's from a TikTok. And I was like, no, I
Yeah.
know that song. That's Aerosmith. Like, come on. So
Yeah.
I make him a playlist of all the songs he mentions, and he thinks they're like new and like cool. But because a lot of these TikToks or YouTube videos use songs that they think are new. Right, Joel? Have you experienced that?
100%. And I tell my kids all the time, like, I can't wait until you bring me new music. That'll be my favorite thing. Like, I'll listen to it for sure. But yeah, it's funny. The TikTok songs out of control. Or even with Stranger Things introducing all this new 80s music. It's like, oh, have you heard of the new band Metallica? Oh yeah.
Yeah. That, I know. I'm very thankful for Stranger Things because suddenly Kate Bush is just it's everywhere. Fleetwood Mac, with
Mhm.
because of TikTok, that started to hear Dreams again, and so you guys are pro TikTok. Your kids are on social media, and what is your theory behind social media and your kids on there?
That's a tough question because Joel and I worked in social media for so long that it's sort of we both love it and hate it more than anyone that you could ever meet, probably.
Well said.
Um, I actually don't let my son have his own TikTok account, but I let him watch TikToks like with me because I watch TikToks and sometimes
Mhm.
I'll see something funny and I'll show him. I'll probably eventually let him have one, but I think for Joel and I, we feel torn because we know all the kind of garbage that's on there and the way that it can have this negative impact on your mental health, just constant negativity. And even just, I think, being constantly pulled in a million different directions is exhausting, like mentally.
Mhm.
But we also know like how powerful it is for building a community and like connecting with people. And like this is how people connect now. And these are like, I love that there can be like inside jokes that we all know because we've all seen it like on TikTok or something. And I don't want my kid to be the one who like doesn't know the joke or doesn't know how to hit the gritty. Rachel, you got it. So it's tough. I feel like you have to be really careful with it, but I also would never be the parent that says I don't want my kid exposed to anything online.
I don't know. I wish my son didn't know how to hit the gritty sometimes. No, just kidding. No, I agree. Well said, Allie. It's
Yeah.
that we've seen the worst of humanity in our time with professional jobs and social media, but we've also seen the best of humanity. It really is both. So I think it's just a balance. And ultimately I think it's up to the kid. It like depends on the kid. Like you got to like know your kid really well to decide how old they need to be on whatever platform it is. And you as a parent need to be like knowledgeable about the platform too, right? So my daughter is on TikTok and my son who's 11, he is not. And we'll evaluate that as the time comes. But in terms of musical exposure, the greatest. I think that I kind of joked about earlier, but I think that the TikTok songs, TikTok trends, and exposing old music and stuff, I think it's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, Rick Astley.
Yeah.
Yes, I get rickrolled all the time. Like I never would have thought that my children would be singing that song to me. It's kind of funny.
Still a thing? I'm shocked. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's still a thing.
I think it's a
Mhm.
like a permanent thing. It just is.
That feels
Yeah, it's
like a dad joke.
forever.
Like that's a dad thing right now. Or if you're still doing it now in 2023, that's the dad rule. You got
No way, like my kids still love it. Like
but
if I'm driving a car full of kids, like I have their friends in the back or something, and I turn that song on, they lose their minds. And not just like, oh no, turn it off. They love it. Like they are psyched. The minute they hear the opening note, they're screaming. They're so happy.